Hello, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective love reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. Now, please bear in mind that this could be about a past, present, or future person. It's whatever message Spirit wants to bring out. And it could also be something that you have just gone through, something you're currently going through, or something that is going to come up for you in the future. Let's get into this. So, what's going on for Leo Spirit? Interesting. I had that card for someone else as the outcome. I can't remember if it was Gemini. Okay, so the overall energy we have here is the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, not the Page, the Knight of Pentacles. So this, it looks like it's something that is very slow moving at the moment. It is very much slow and steady wins the race. You're taking your time. It's not going too fast. You're very much building it up slowly. Now, in your particular energy, we have the Magician here. So it's something very much where you're feeling very confident in what's going on. You feel like you're going to be getting exactly what it is that you want. And you're actively seeking it and you're actively going towards it. So let's get some clarification on what that Magician is. So we have a Justice here in the reverse. Interesting. We have a Temperance. Wow, we've got an Eight of Torches and an Eight of Stones. Now, if you're seeing reoccurring numbers out there, any signs or synchronicities, it usually means that you're on the right path. Sometimes spirit or your angel guides have got a message for you, so it's worth checking them out to see what it is that they've got to say. It's usually a nudge just to keep you on the right path. Now, from what I can see here, it looks to me as though you feel like something was not fair. It feels like somebody's made some sort of decision against you. You don't feel like it was very fair at all. Whether that is to do with an ex, whether it is to do with your current person, it's like maybe you feel like they don't trust you and you don't understand why they don't trust you. Maybe you feel like, it's like they've made a decision that you're just not happy with it. You feel like it's the wrong decision, or if they've made a particular decision, you feel like it could have been more in your favor. Maybe it's something like, maybe, I don't know, maybe, for instance, somebody's decided that they don't want to move in with you and you can't understand why they don't want to move in with you. Um, I say that because we've got cards of movement here. Literally, you've got two with aeroplanes on. It could be that you could be going, or you could have recently gone through some legal situation that didn't work out in your favor. Maybe you've gone through a divorce recently and you don't feel like it was handled very fairly and you may have lost out on something. Maybe you've had a separation and you don't feel that it was fair. Maybe you got blamed for something that wasn't your fault. I mean, it could even be that you're seeing something is not your fault because you don't want to take ownership of something and you feel like it's unfair that way. There's lots of different ways of looking at things being unfair. Now, the temperance does suggest to me that you do have a lot of faith that you're going to get exactly what it is that you want. You have a lot of faith that you work hard on something and that you are going to be able to move towards it and it's going to come your way. You have got an Eight of Torches here, which is telling me that you very much want to communicate with someone, possibly move in with them, possibly just move towards them. And you want to have a lot of passion here. There is a lot of passion here towards something that you've worked really hard on, possibly put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this as well. And you feel like you're very skilled and that you're going to get what you want. Now, your person here has the Nine of Cups, so they're very happy at the moment. They could be seeing you as a wish come true. They could be seeing you as their happiness. But this to me is very much personal, personal with fulfillment. It's like, yes, you can have somebody else help you be, or you know, you can be happy if you're with someone else, and it'll make you happy. But this to me, it's like their internal emotions. They're in a happy place. They're in a good place. They're good with themselves. They don't need other people to make them happy because they're happy within themselves. Sometimes you get people that will sit there and say, "Oh, you know, my partner should be the person that makes me happy." Well, it's no one else's job to make someone happy except for yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's For me, this looks like somebody who's got a lot of fulfillment in themselves. They've got a lot of pride. They are a very happy person and they've got a lot of joy in life. And to me, it looks as though they could see you as being enhancing that happiness, that enhancing that joy. Ooh, we do have an eight of waves, so they're moving away from something. There's a lot of movement here, a lot of movement. They could be moving towards you, but they're moving away from something that they no longer serves them. We do have a King of Torches here in the reverse, so they feel like there's something to do with a lot of lies, possibly somebody that was not very, how do I put it, a bit controlling, um, possibly quick to temper. The King of Torches, I mean, he's very skilled at working, he's a very diligent worker. He's got a lot of authority, but in the reverse, he's got no integrity. There could have been lies, deception, infidelity as well, with it being with the torches, possibly. Let's get one more. And we have a nine of clouds. So they're going through, well, they've been through a lot recently. Sleepless nights, anxiety, depression, likely to do with the King of Torches. So to me, it looks as though they're on a journey. They're on very much on a path of self-fulfillment, and it looks as though they're actually doing that really well. So it could very well be, if this is a brand new person and you're moving towards them slowly, because there is so many cards of movement here, so many. Um, it does look as though here you want to go really fast. You're full speed in aeroplanes. They're in a little rowboat. And over here, we've got a Knight of Pentacles going really, really, really slow, practically at a standstill. So to me, it looks as though this is something that's going to happen. It looks as though it's very slow moving now. And it could possibly be because your person is going through a journey of self-discovery, self-healing, self-love. And it looks as though they're being really successful at it as well. So it could just be that they don't want to disturb their peace. And that could be why you're feeling like it's unfair, because they're not giving you that chance if you've gone towards them already. Now, we have a Page of Wands is how, in the reverse, is how you're seeing this. So actually, you don't know whether or not you've got passion for this, which is weird because you're full speed and you want to move towards it, but you don't know if it's going to go anywhere. You don't know how much passion you've got for it. It's like quick in and out, kind of. It's not going anywhere. It's stuck. It's very immature energy. Not saying that I'm not saying you're emotionally immature. I'm saying it's very much like it's new energy, something that might not have developed fully. We do have a Prince of Waves here as well. So again, that's Prince of Cups. So there's definitely, I mean, there could be possibly an apology that is needed to take place here. Somebody might be owed an apology. Oh, we've got a Four of Stones and a Devil too. So it looks to me like somebody's holding on to this as a relationship, possibly a little bit selfishly. So it could very well be that you've separated. It could be that somebody's holding on to something. and that could be causing the delay. So we've got a four of stones here, so very much holding on to something. Um, these are a really tight grip. I mean, there's a child in there, so possibly to do with children. It's strange how both of these, I mean, I know it's a crib that the baby's in, but how similar do they look? Looks like cages. Do you know what I mean? To me, it looks as though somebody's trapped. Somebody is completely stuck and can't escape. The devil was very much, it can be fears, it can be passion, it can be being bound to something. To me, it looks as though somebody's stuck in something and can't free themselves from it. Now, that could be you. It could be that you're trying to move away from something that hasn't finished out yet. So you can have that new start. And it could be that you're stuck in something. So that's why you've got no movement and you can't move forward because you're still stuck in something else potentially. There could be some addictions as well that could be playing a part in this, keeping somebody stuck and bound. Now, in the challenge, we do have a Four of Swords, and that's in the reverse. So, some time alone doing some healing is a bit of a challenge, or somebody finishing their healing is the challenge. So, that could possibly be your person. Maybe their healing could come to an end, but they're kind of not coming out of it, which to me, I did say earlier, didn't I, that it felt like they weren't. Okay, so it looks to me like the healing, it might have something to do with self-confidence as well. We've got a Queen of Torches there in the reverse, so somebody is definitely lacking a bit of confidence. There could also be somebody else involved that's a bit vindictive, that has caused a bit of pain here. Um, Possibly some emotional upheaval that hasn't yet healed fully. We've got a Ten of Clouds, so there's been some betrayal that somebody's trying to heal from. Potentially, it could have been a Queen of Torches that's done some betrayal as well. Um, Now, I say queen, it could very well be a male. Gender is fluid within tarot, so swap them as you see fit. Which, coincidentally, I feel like this could be very much a person because you've got the king and the queen of torches both in the reverse. The king's sitting under them. So it could very well be that they're exactly the same person. Now, the queen of torches, again, can be somebody that tells lies when she's in the reverse. To me, she's more manipulative, vindictive, um, not a nice person. She's very vain, very much. If it is another person, it's somebody that loves themselves and doesn't care about what disruption they cause to other people. You know, they're very much in out for themselves and don't give a crap about anyone else, you know. Um, if it's not another person, like I say, it could just be that your person's had a massive knock to their self-confidence because of infidelity or betrayal that's happened, and they're walking away from it. They want to walk away from it. They want to heal from it. It's also caused them a massive upheaval within their family, and it has caused a lot of family upsets. There's potentially been a broken family somewhere along the lines. It could even be that there's some healing. It could be yourself that has gone through a broken family that you haven't finished healing from because of a Queen of Torches potentially. Um, that may have even betrayed yourself. But yeah, there's definitely an unhappy family dynamic here somewhere. Now, I say family, it doesn't necessarily mean, an ex-partner and children. It doesn't mean immediate, parents, siblings. It can also include your friends because they're they're your chosen family. So yeah, the challenge here is very much to come out of this healing, not let it go overly long to realize that actually when the healing's done, the healing's done, or even for you to work together because sometimes you can heal better together than you can on your own. If it's something where both of you need to do some healing, It could very much be that you could be sharing the burden there. Now, the outcome we have the moon, which is telling me that it could be very unknown. The moon is very much things being kept in the dark, secrets not being told. It can also be fears. Now, it can also be somebody using their intuition or just dreaming a lot, following their dreams. Let's get some clarification on what this moon is. To me, I want to say it's unknown, possibly an unknown outcome. So we've got a three of clouds in the reverse. So there's some healing here after heartbreak, possibly a divorce. And we have a look the paper that you can see on there. Don't know if you can see it just at the top. It says divorce on the paperwork. So possibly a divorce that's happening. We do have a magician here in the reverse as well. So that card that you started out with, it's suggesting to me that there's going to be a bit of a lack of confidence here at the end. Hesitation, not necessarily knowing how to move forward. And then we've got the hangman in the reverse as well, which is very much suggesting to me that betrayal seems to have been featuring heavily here. Somebody could be worried about betrayal, especially if it's happened to them in the past. They could be being really selfish here as well. The hangman in reverse, it can very much be somebody that is refusing to see someone else's perspective. Maybe they don't know how to see someone else's perspective. It looks as though somebody's going to be getting some closure, though. Now, I don't know. I mean, to me, it looks as though there could be a lot of fear in the outcome, a fear that somebody's not getting over something, a fear that it's not going to go their way. Spirit, can we get some advice on the way to, or the best way to get the best outcome possible? To get some advice on this. I think it's very much that it's undecided. I think there's too much fear clouding what could happen and what the outcome could be. And it's all down to someone's healing. Maybe somebody hasn't made a decision on what they want. Seven of stones, seven of torches, and the moon in the reverse. Okay. So it's telling me very much don't wait around. Stand up for what you want. Stand up for yourself. Don't wait around for someone to come towards you or for things to happen. If you've planted seeds and you're expecting something to happen, very much cut your losses. Don't hang around and wait around. There's no point. If it's not happened yet, it potentially might not. Not just that. If you sit there and wait around, you don't know how long you're going to be waiting for. If you're waiting for someone to heal, it could very well be that it could take them years to heal. And then by the time they've healed, they might not even want a chance. Do you know what I mean? It's very much telling me that you need to move forward, carry on in yourself. By all means, you can have patience, you can patiently or be patient for somebody, but it's telling you not to wait because it could be a very long time that you're waiting. We do have the seven of torches, so make sure that you do stand up for yourself as well. So obviously here where it's saying that, you felt like something wasn't fair, this is saying that you do need to make sure you're standing up for yourself. Yes, there could be some conflict, but you need to make sure that, you've said your piece, that you are making sure that You're standing up for yourself, even if that standing up for yourself is walking away from things that don't serve you any better. And then we have the moon in the reverse. So very much telling me that you need to make sure that there's clarity on things. If there's something you don't know about, find out about it, ask about it. If there's something that you need to clarify, then you need to be the person to clarify that. It's also suggesting that you need to tune into your dreams a little bit. Follow your dreams and see what it is that you want. What are your dreams telling you? Are you having vivid dreams? Is there a particular thing that keeps reoccurring in your dreams? Is it a particular person, a particular scenario? You know, are you getting a particular vivid imagery that keeps popping up? You've got something that is trying to get to you through your dreams. So there's a message from spirit trying to get to you. It's telling me very much that you need to be paying attention to them and using your intuition on that. Right. So the energies that we do have out here. So your person possibly could be Pisces. We've got a lot of Pisces energy. We've also got what else have we got? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got a lot of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries actually. We've also got Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, more Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There is so much fire out here. It is unreal. Obviously, it's your read. You are. We've got Sagittarius, we've got Libra, we've got Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus as well. So a significant amount of fire energy, a little bit of earth energy. So your person could be any of those. Doesn't have to be though. If the reading resonated with you, it resonated. Let's get a couple more astrology cards just in case. Shocker, we've got Leo. It's highly likely that your person is fire. And we've got a Gemini. What else have we got? Capricorn and Aries. So again, more fire here. Maybe you're dealing with a fellow Leo. Could be a fiery climax. Okay, so we have got, oh, children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, I did say about somebody having an unhappy family dynamic. It could have something to do with children here. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. I did also mention that as well. And that could very well be what is preventing that relationship from moving forward because that devil can very much be addictions and toxicity. And then passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I hope that you enjoyed your reading today, Leo. I hope it's helped you find some insight on something. I know obviously it's not nice having an outcome that is pretty much unknown, but do make sure that you are leaning into your dreams and following your intuition because it will help. You have got some messages from spirit in there somewhere. Okay, thank you very much for joining me and good luck.